Yo, what's up, fight fans? Imagine stepping into the Octagon against a guy who's not just a fighter. He's a straight-up nightmare. A wolf in human form who chokes out opponents while whispering trash talk in their ear. That's Khamzat Chimaev, the undefeated beast from Chechnya who's got the entire UFC shaking. Fans are losing their minds over his scariest moments, and today, we're diving deep into the ones that make you go, did that really just happen? And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why Dana White calls him a different breed of human. If you're new to Khamzat or a diehard fan, stick around because some of these will blow your mind. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button because this is where you get the raw stories and wildest moments in MMA. The 10-day double destruction. In 2020, Khamzat burst onto the UFC scene, and what he pulled off in just 2 weeks left fans stunned. After smashing John Phillips in his debut, he begged Dana White for another fight immediately. Less than 10 days later, he stepped into the cage again and absolutely dominated Rhys McKee. Most fighters rest after a war, but not Khamzat. 2 fights, 2 finishes, 2 completely dismantled opponents. No other fighter in UFC history had done anything like this before. And in that moment, fans realized this wasn't just hype. This was a storm coming. The Chechen Wolf had arrived, hungry and dangerous. The one-punch nightmare. If your heart isn't racing yet, this next one will do it. Then came Gerald Meerschaert, a tough veteran, a dangerous middleweight, no pushover. But Khamzat didn't need wrestling that night. He didn't need a slick submission. All it took was one punch. 17 seconds into round 1, boom, knockout. Just like that. The commentary team couldn't believe it. Neither could Gerald. Neither could we. UFC welterweights started to wonder who's next to face this monster. The scariest part? Khamzat didn't even look surprised. He walked it off like it was another day at the office, sending a clear message. It doesn't matter if he takes you down or stands up with you. Either way, you're going down. The I'll smash everybody era. Part of what makes Chimaev so scary, it's not just his fist, it's his mouth. This is what he said in an interview after a fight. I'm here for everybody. Kill everybody. That's not just a catchphrase, it's a warning. The way he says it, chilling. Even Dana White looked like he saw a ghost. He called out the entire welterweight and middleweight divisions at the same time. When's the last time you heard that kind of confidence? Even seasoned veterans started dodging questions about fighting the Wolf. Let us know in the comments, who do you think is brave enough to take on Chimaev next? The Li Jingliang Massacre. If you thought the Meerschaert knockout was brutal, what Khamzat did to Li Jingliang was psychological warfare disguised as a fight. Round 1, Khamzat takes Jingliang down like he's handling a child. But watch closely, he's not just grappling, he's talking to him, whispering something in his ear while completely dominating him on the ground. Jingliang later revealed through a translator what Khamzat was saying, "This is too easy, you're not strong enough." Imagine being pinned down by someone who's casually having a conversation about how weak you are. But the moment that sent chills down everyone's spine, when Khamzat literally carried Jingliang across the octagon while looking for a takedown. We're talking about a 170-pound man picking up another elite athlete and walking him around like luggage. Joe Rogan's reaction says it all. I've never seen anything like this in my life. He's carrying him like a backpack. What makes this even more terrifying? Khamzat wasn't even tired. His breathing was normal. His heart rate looked like he was taking a casual stroll. Former champion Kamaru Usman watched this fight and said, "That's not human strength. That's something else." The weight cut chaos and Kevin Holland. One of the wildest, scariest moments wasn't even in the cage, it was on the scale. When Khamzat missed weight for UFC 279, the MMA world went into shock. But what followed might be even scarier. Thrown into a last-minute fight against Kevin Holland, Khamzat stormed forward like a man possessed. Within seconds, he ragdolled Holland like a toy. It was pure domination. A flawless Darce choke finish that made fans wonder if anyone at welterweight or middleweight could even survive with him. The war with Gilbert Burns. But the fight that truly showed both Khamzat's ferocity and his vulnerability came against Gilbert Burns. This wasn't a quick finish. This was a war. Burns tested him in ways nobody else ever had, landing bombs, forcing Khamzat into deep waters. But even when hurt, he kept coming forward like a T-800 Terminator. Bloody, breathing heavy, and pushed to the limit, he still pulled out the victory. Fans realized that not only was he a wrecking machine, but he also had the heart to go through fire. And that, more than anything, made him 10 times scarier. The Unaired press conference incident. This final moment never made it to official UFC channels, but multiple sources have confirmed it happened. During a private media session, a reporter asked Khamzat what drives him to be so violent in the Octagon. His response was caught on multiple phones before security confiscated them. According to witnesses, Khamzat's exact words were, "Violence doesn't drive me, I drive violence. When I step in that octagon, I'm not the same person. That person, he scares me too." The room went completely silent. A reporter later said, "The way he said it, with that dead stare, it was like he was warning us about something he couldn't control." This is a man who's admitting that even he's scared of what he becomes in the octagon. And that, folks, is why fighters are literally turning down fights with him. It's not about losing, it's about what version of themselves they might discover when facing someone who operates beyond normal human limits. So, what's next? Unbeaten in the UFC, he is only 31 and ready to fight in multiple weight divisions. Whether it's welterweight, middleweight, or even light heavyweight, someday, the terrifying reality is that Khamzat might just smash his way to 2 belts. And if he does, we may be looking at one of the most dominant forces in UFC history. So, those were the moments that made fans realize Khamzat Chimaev is one of the scariest fighters to ever step foot in the octagon. If these moments didn't give you chills, you're probably tougher than UFC fighters. And seriously, drop your take below. Which Khamzat moment shocked you most? And is he the scariest fighter you've ever seen, or just the most hyped? I'll be reading and replying to every comment. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives on fighters like Chimaev, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Until next time, smash everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.